I went by that newfangled church, the Consciousness Center, or whatever you call it, shortly after Cameron moved here. He's a nice sort of fellow, and I think he means well. But he's not terribly bright, unfortunately.
Grandma?
I know the poor man can't help it. I just hope he doesn't cause too much trouble around here.
Good morning! I've had an inspiration.
Uh-oh. When people here get inspired, that somehow always means more work for me.
You got me. Of course, I know you're busy, what with their farm and taking care of your gram, but I've been looking at old blueprints of the mine, and I think Parker could fix it up for you. Nothing to it but some new wood supports and some stone to build back up the rubble wall entrance. Anyhow, if you do get it fixed up and dig out some good iron ore, I'd be happy to smelt it for you.
You're right. That does sound useful. I'll get to it.
So I'm not much of one for gossip, but I heard you had some bad luck right before moving here. Small town and all.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I lost my job, and my fiancé, and then my lease didn't get renewed.
Oof, that is a bad run. Well, hopefully your luck will turn around now that you're here. Mine sure has.
Oh, look at the head scratches.
Got one.
Oh, quick! Got one!
Hi, Thomas. I've got some green beans for you. Grandma said you needed them to make an order.
Oh, she did. Huh. Well, thank you. That will be a help. Stay there a moment. I got something for you.
Hello? Who are you?
What's it? You can see me?
Well, yeah, you're standing right there.
Oh, it's just most humans don't take much notice of me. My family and Thomas's family got a long history. I like to help out where I can.
I do too, I guess.
Well, you must be a good witch then.
Wait, how did you know I was... Where did she go?
Where did who go?
The cat. You know, the stray?
Right. Well, here's something for helping me out. It's not much, but it's what I have.
Thanks, Thomas.
It will be good to have the garden in full bloom again.
So Bruno's given you a fishing rod too, huh? He tried to get Juliet into fishing, but she didn't take the bait. Oh, poor guy. I think he's just lonely.
So, the schoolhouse here. Is that where you went to school?
Sure did. That's when the other Mrs. Soft, Otto's mom, was the teacher. She was a free spirit. Liked to hold class out on the beach. It's funny Otto turned out the way he did, given his parents.
My Helena was the teacher at the school before Vanessa moved here. There were a lot more kids back then, too, when the mine was open. But of course, Otto didn't want to be friends with the miners' children. Oh no, he was always trying to impress the owner's kids.
Should only take a day or so. You should feel free to come by the Consciousness Center anytime. I wasn't sure what to make of it when Messenger Connor first moved here, but it's chill. It's just about trying to be a better person.
Oh, I'm so glad Hazel has company again. At her age, well, I worried about her living alone.
Some folks in town are afraid of the woods. I try to ease their minds about it, but it's no use. Hard to reason with irrational fear.
So has Hazel taught you any of her tricks yet?
Sorry, what?
You are learning how to run the farm, yes? I hope it's not indiscreet to say so, but Hazel has indicated to my husband that she would like to leave the farm to you.
Oh, right, yes. I'm learning how to help out so she can rest and get better.
Right, of course. Have a nice day, Tara.
So, why aren't you married?
Emmy, that's a very direct question.
Don't you want to be married? Dad and Mom have been married forever.
They've been married for 10 years, right?
Like I said, forever.
Sebastian said you helped his sister out. That was cool of you. She pretty much takes care of him by herself.
What you doing, Finn?
Avoiding my mom. She's mad because I accidentally locked her out of her e-reader and she had to reset it to factory settings. But she shouldn't make her password so easy to guess.
So what was the wildest thing you ever saw in the city?
Oh, I saw a rat drag a piece of pizza into a storm drain once.
That's not really what I was imagining.
Hi, Tara. I have been meaning to tell you, I love that little jacket dress combo. No one in Fairhaven cares much about fashion, other than Francis, Sophia, and myself.
Oh, thanks.
That must have been one nice thing about living in the city. So many chic outfits to look to for inspiration.
I do not mind living in a place where no one seems to care if you wear the same thing every day. It's kind of liberating.
I guess. I just have so many fabulous ideas for new designs, and I have nowhere to wear them. Don't get me wrong. I like selling flowers, but my real dream is to open up my own boutique someday. When I do, folks from Milkwater will be coming here to check out the latest styles instead of the other way around. Thanks again for helping me out with the thistles.
No problem.
Have you planted the tulip seeds I gave you? If you grow flowers in your garden beds, you can attract bees. First, you need to build a beehive for them. Here's some instructions. If you keep the bees happy, they'll make honey and beeswax. The more flowers, the faster the bees can produce honey. So plant plenty.
Do I really want to keep bees, though? Won't they sting?
Bees can feel your intentions. You just have to come at them with the right energy. Come back when you have honey to sell, and I'll buy some from you. So, Lena says you knew each other when you were kids?
Yeah. Well, she was a bit older. She would babysit me from time to time.
I have a hard time picturing Lena as a kid. She's always so self-possessed and in charge.
Oh, you mean running the general store?
Yep. And, you know, taking care of her kids.
Parker and Lena are wonderful citizens, so industrious. It's a shame their children don't take after them.
They're just kids. There's still plenty of time.
Maybe. But the number of places in Town Hall where those two have hidden whoopee cushions is obscene.
Wait, so has Sophia actually ever been successful at making a match?
Why? Are you interested in her services? Oh, she'll be loath to resist.
Angus, seriously, has she?
Nope, not even once.
Great.
It's so nice that you came back here to be with Hazel. She reminds me a lot of my abuela. Of course, she doesn't seem like she'll smack you with a chancla for talking during her novelas. But other than that...
Oh! Ooh! Oh, quick! Oh, woohoo! Oh, wow!
Oh, such a pretty girl.
If you decide to go into ranching, you can sell me any animals you have. I'll give you cash and some of the meat. Oh, I guess it's tough coming from the city to learn how the sausage is made.
Yeah. Where I come from, it's not talked about so much.
I understand. There's lots of stuff we don't talk about in the open here, too.
Like what?
I have to get back to work.
Oh, man, the pollen is killer today, and not in a good way. I'll be glad when it's summer and I can give my inhaler a vacation.
I didn't know you had asthma.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as when I was a kid. My mom used to hover over me every time I sneezed.
Every time I think I've finished all my patients' insurance paperwork, I find more. Our insurance system is almost bad enough to drive me out of this field. Almost.
It's important that everything we put in the body be healthful to keep us in peak condition for climbing the mountain. But an occasional indulgence isn't bad. If you're craving something sweet, visit Angus's bakery. He only uses fresh ingredients.
I could eat some food. couldn't. Oh, such a good cat.
Look at those beautiful squid. Good work, novice.
So, when you finish your lunch, can we get back to incantations?
No, these aren't for lunch. You need to make some nice black ink, and squid ink is the best.
You could have said so.
I just did. Now, you'll need a desk. Set it up in your sanctum. That's your basement. You wouldn't want anyone to happen on your half-written incantations. Once you've got your ink, there's a couple more things you'll need. Come back here, and I'll give them to you. Farseer.
I'm sorry, what?
Name's Farseer. I see. Far.
Like you've got great vision?
Visions.
Right. Okay. Nice to meet you, Farseer.
I know which ones who transformed into a hawk she saw gliding majestically above her. The bird knew how to fly, but she didn't. It was a mess.
Excuse me, your magicalness.
High Priestess works fine, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, High Priestess, how long has this coven been in Fairhaven?
Witches have always been drawn here, and because of that, the coven has been here for many, many generations.
We must reveal ourselves to the rest of the town someday. It's the only way we can really be one community.
Cast any good incantation spells lately?
No.
Ugh, me either. I'm not very good at them. Potions, though. I'm a killer. The Farseer's advice may seem unclear, but if you really listen, everything he says makes sense in the end.
I'm sleepy.
I hope you get the chance to reconnect with Lena. The two of you had so much fun when you were little.
Oh, I remember. Oh, well, except that one time when one of her chickens nearly pecked all of the feathers off of one of ours.
Oh, that's right. Nasty little bird bully. Well, I made him into coq au vin after he died of natural causes. Anyway, Lena won't say much about it, but I think she and Parker are having some difficulties. I'm sure she could use a good friend right now.
Yoo-hoo! Parker stopped by on his way out to let me know the mine was finished. Let's go check it out. Wow! Oh, it's looking great! Do you know what that means?
I need builder's insurance.
Silly. You can go mining.
Yeah, it was kind of implied.
Here, you'll need this to get started. A pickaxe is a handy tool to have around. You can break up rocks to gather some stone, and also mine lots of lovely ore now that this place is fixed up. Now take it in and get cracking.
But it's dark, and there's probably bugs.
You'll want to focus on cracking open the mineral rocks to find ore. Bring me back some iron ore and I can turn it into iron for you. Oh, before I forget, you'll need to keep your eyes peeled for the keys to get further into the mine. Some clever fellow has scattered them about. They're probably buried under fallen rocks by now, but there's lots of great stuff in the mine, so it's worth it. Have fun exploring.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Yay! I guess I'll need some kind of digging tool. Hey, this looks like a key to the next level. I'm all out of strength. I could... Is it just you on your farm, Thomas?
Sure is. My dad passed around the same time as your grandpa. And my mom moved in with my sister near the res and milk water. Staying here was too painful for her.
Going surfing today, Kai?
No way, brah. Look out there. It's totally flat. Can't wait to get some hurricane swell in the fall.
Come here.
Ouch! Ah!
Ooh, is everything okay, Natalia?
Ugh, I just smashed my thumb with my hammer. I don't know why I ever thought I could do this. I was an insurance claims adjuster. Sat behind a desk my whole life.
If it makes you feel any better, I almost drove a garden spike through my own foot earlier today.
Oh no! Oh, it's not easy, is it? But it's worth it. Oh, thanks for letting me vent some steam. Speaking of which, I better get back to my forge. Look, I know coming to Fairhaven was the right choice for me. Maybe someday I'll tell you that story. It's hard for me to even believe it sometimes. Oh my gosh, is that iron ore?
I think this dirty rock might be some.
Oh, it sure is. Look at that. You're a natural. Yeah, this is great. Save some time and take these iron ingots I made. I'll melt these down. I can swap your iron ore for iron anytime, but I'll charge a little for the work. Ugh, I can't thank you enough for fixing up the mine. What can I say? Dark caves are my happy place. Maybe I was a bat in my past life. You should come by Damon's bar sometime. I'm usually the only other single gal there. I could.
So, did your babysitting experience prepare you for twins?
Oh, Tara, nothing prepares you for twins. At least they're not toddlers anymore. They don't try to put everything that's not nailed down in their mouths.
Oh, brah. And how are you finding our fair town? I hope it's going easier for you than it did for me when I moved here.
Why? What happened when you moved here?
I was paddling back out after catching a bomb and riding it inshore. This noob dropped in on me and bam! Smashed right into my shoulder.
Ooh, well, at least it sounds like you had an epic surf day before the accident.
That I did. It was firing that day. I never doubted that I would get back on the waves. I just had to wait for Dr. Syed to give me the all clear. Then I started working for Sheila, who used to run this stand. When she pieced out to retire in Milkwater, I took over. Glad you're here. Stop by anytime.
Your dad was the one who ran the bar, right? What did your mom do when your parents still lived here?
She set up a pharmacy where Amira's clinic is now. Some folks didn't take her seriously at first, seeing that she wasn't from Fairhaven or a doctor. But you only disrespect Kaya and Timbu Haas once before you learn never ever to do it again.
I took care of my Obasan when she got sick too. I'm really grateful I was able to have that time with her. But make sure you take care of yourself, okay? It's easy to forget to eat when you're in caregiver mode.
Mrs. Soft has been so supportive since I opened my chapter here. I think she can sense the good I can do for the community. Fairhaven couldn't have a fairer First Lady.
Some people might not like having their shop right by the school, with all the noise from the kids, but I like being able to peek over and see Sebastian through the windows, just to check in on him.
It was very kind of you to humor my father, but don't worry, you don't have to waste your time fishing.
I don't think it's a waste of time.
Oh, well, enjoy all the, bracing smells that come with a fresh catch, then.
Oh, how lucky you stopped in. I've got an awesome Seton family mushroom pierogi recipe just waiting for potatoes and mushrooms.
I thought you were Scottish, not Polish?
Oh, Mom's side is from Poland. Although we did try filling them with haggis once, which I would not recommend. If you can help me out, I'll give you a cut of the sale price and some carb-loaded goodness to take home.
My abuela accidentally taped over the video of my 5th grade talent show with one of her novelas once.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That must have been upsetting.
Not at all. Not to shade my 10-year-old self, but that performance did not need to be saved for posterity.
Helena was such a great teacher. She really loved kids. Would have liked to have had more than just Otto, but sometimes the currents don't go the way you want them to.
Ooh, quick! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, quick! Yes! Amira, do you have bags under your eyes? Your skin is so perfect, I didn't think that it could manifest bags.
Ah, you can tell that I was out late last night. I have a friend I go see some nights, and when it's good, it's very good. But we're very similar, so when it's bad, one of us always ends up storming out. Last night it was me.
Lena told me when you guys were kids there used to be a movie theater here.
Yeah, I remember that. It only had one screen, so you just had to watch whatever was playing.
Oh, still, that was something. Sometimes I think about ordering a projector with my babysitting money.
think I've walked you through the tricky bits. This here will explain the extra bits you need. Once you have them, go and write it at your newly made desk. Technically, this isn't an incantation. This is just a piece of paper with some mumbo-jumbo on it.
Well, then what's the difference?
When you go home and write this on your freshly pressed paper, hold the offering in your other hand. That's your thistle. You must concentrate on every word as you write it. You'll know it's working if, as you finish, the offering has vanished and you feel some of your magic is drained away. Then, the page you've created will be an incantation. You should take it to the High Priestess when it's ready.
What does this incantation do?
That's not for me to discuss.
Have you ever thought about being the High Priest?
Nah. I'm good at the prophesying and the muttering. Not so much the leading. Besides, there's all the paperwork.
Coven leaders have to do paperwork?
Sure, mounds. I know which ones who transformed into a hawk. The bird.
As you may have sensed, your grandmother doesn't believe in keeping our identities secret. It's a noble idea, but I've concluded that it isn't practical.
Should I go to bed?